All right, we're about 190 miles into the Katy Trail, day 2. And just to get a feel, in case I ever forget, the road, this is about typical, a little gravelly. I got my 38s on, and it's handling them just fine. And Jordan has them too now that he's got his tire patched, his fancy tubeless tire. Took a hit. I thought I'd ride just a little bit on selfie stick mode. Here we go. Ugh. A little bit hard to do this, but this is, I think we're probably about 5 miles out of Boonsville, heading west. And this is pretty typical, I guess, of what we've been seeing. Although there was a bunch of cliffs a few hours ago, very sheer, rocky cliffs. We had a bridge out. We had to do some wading through some water and battling giant snakes, but we got through that pretty good. There's Jordan. I don't know what we got. Oh, it's not typical, but sometimes that is untypical that you see development, to be honest with you. Just happens to be on when I'm filming, but you go, oh, miles and miles, and just either exactly like this or sometimes it's open. We've enjoyed unbelievable weather, temperature wise, and really wind hasn't been terrible. I'm gonna see if I can flip this camera around, do true selfie without falling on my hind. Oh yeah, here we go. So, yeah, today we're only about 100 or only about 70 miles in, I guess, right now. We of course did 112. Did 112 the other day, the first day. And so there you go.
Oh, look at the town we're coming up on, Joe.
Okay, here comes the town. Gonna come around here again. Oh, and actually, this is good. You often see that. So it looks like we're coming up to Prairie Lick. And when they say it's a town, this is about, yeah, a town of about 50 people probably. This is actually this is more than some places. I'm not sure why they label them, because sometimes they'll actually have a place where you can get water. Rarely though, sometimes you can have a bathroom. But that was Prairie Lick.
Mile marker 197.
Oh yeah, there's mile markers all over the place. This is mile marker 197. And the end of the trail is I forget, 216, whatever. I'd have to look on my map. So anyway, in case I ever forget what the Katy Trail's like, is what we started this morning about 6. Just to document it, we
nice lunch at Boonsville.
Yeah, we had a great lunch at Boonsville, and some BLTs basically. This morning, before we were 5 minutes on the trail, I saw something I never saw before. A possum crossed the road, almost didn't let us cross, and she had all of her babies on her back, kind of hanging to her. That was crazy. And then we see some other wildlife.
Well, we saw a lot of deer.
Oh yeah, we've been seeing lots of deer, snakes,
rabbits.
Oh, tons of rabbits.
Oh, the turkeys.
Oh, we saw a nice family of turkeys. So we had a lot of good wildlife today. And we had, like I say, the only bad things happened was Jordan had a big flat tire. Fortunately, we had what we needed to fix that with us. And then then we had some construction, and oh man, that construction was terrible. They were, to their credit, they're maintaining and resurfacing that part of the trail, but it was tough on us because it was really loose. Oh yeah, yeah. Last time they said bridge closed, and there was probably several hundred tons of rocks on the road. The bridge was fine, but we did some rock climbing. We had heck with it. We grabbed our bikes and put them on our shoulders, just like today. The bridge was out, and it was serious from a flood a couple years ago. and we took our shoes off and went on across the river with our bikes. And our experience today, or our experience we're deciding, is different because of the Corona season. There was a lot of places, commerce places, that were closed that normally aren't. And in fact, the girl in Boonsville where we had our lunch said that it really affected, well, Corona and the bridge being closed affected their business. Very few people would have crossed that river like we did. Some people had, we've seen some tracks, but you got to really want it, which we weren't going back, so that's the way it works. So that's it for the Katy Trail 2019, or 2020 rather. And we're gonna go north of 80 miles today and see how it goes.